Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Should We Unpack This? We're your hosts. I'm Lainey,
I'm Rochelle.
and this is part 2 of the parenting conversation.
Part 2.
So we figured we talked a lot and that we could slice and dice this into a part 2, make it a twosies. So we hope you enjoy the conversation, and thank you so much again for tuning in. I think circling back to the gentle parenting conversation, because I think there's a bit more to unpack there. Do you ever catch yourself in repeating patterns?
Ooh, like in what way? Like from my
Like,
childhood?
yeah,
Sometimes.
yeah.
I feel like there's like some things that are just like ingrained in you from childhood, and you have to like actively work against them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like so natural.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Like, what? Can you give an example? Give us the tea, Rochelle.
Uh, I mean, I think just like I think just like my big one is like getting frustrated easily
Mm,
or like having like a lack of patience for um just really anything. Lacking patience is one of my faults.
mm,
And I know like when I was younger, I would get like voices raised at me quite often, and I
mm,
hate doing that. But like sometimes it just comes out of me. And then
mm.
I have to like reel it back in and apologize.
Right.
Like we talked about earlier, being like, you did not deserve that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That was a me thing.
Whoopsies.
Yeah. Sometimes my partner will like look at me and he'll be like, was that tone like necessary for the situation? I was like, no, you are correct. That was not.
Yeah. That was my bad.
Yeah.
I don't know
And
who
then
that
I
was.
do my apology, my apology
Yeah.
to her.
Yeah.
Sorry about
It's
that.
yeah. It's interesting when that happens. Like, I've definitely have had experiences like that where I would say it's more so I get very kind of controlling in a sense of how I think the plan should go and
Oh,
not
I have
being
no
easy
issue with
breezy.
controls. I'm also very
I
controlling.
thought I was a very easygoing person, but that was a lie that I have told myself over and over again for the last like 30 some odd years, which is
Gaslit yourself.
basically to where I had to take that hard look in the mirror and be like, you, Lainey, are not an easygoing person, and that's
You
okay. We can work on it.
Yeah, you can work on it.
You can. It's hard. It's hard. Like any self-improvement, it is hard work, but
Yes.
I'm committed to just, going with the flow. I definitely
Mhm.
have my moments of where I just cannot. And I think for me in those situations, if I am holding on to, because I'm stressed or
Mhm.
whatever may be that is going on inside my noggin here that I cannot always explain, I will then just remove myself from the situation and be like, I am being the big buzzkill here, and I don't ever want to be the buzzkill. So I'm just
Yeah.
going to go upstairs and just be by myself.
At least you're aware of it.
I mean, not always, you know.
It's fair.
Me and
Yeah.
my partner will have our evening debriefs after bedtime and just
Mm.
talk about like things that we've noticed or how we thought the day went.
Yeah.
And, that's when you have to be open to the feedback for one,
Yeah.
right? And I think
Yeah.
him and I have worked really hard at being open to each other's feedback. And it's not coming from a
Mm.
place of like you suck, but more of a
Yeah.
place of maybe you're not aware.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
yeah, it's a weird thing to realize when something like that bubbles up and you're like, where did that come from?
Mhm.
And how do I get rid of it?
How do we eliminate this?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's, I don't know. It's something. Oh, the patterns and trying to break the patterns. That's what I feel like that's like our cross we're bearing for our generation.
We will
We're pattern
not.
breakers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
or maybe we're just creating new patterns that they'll have to
yeah.
break.
Our kids will now have to break.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Oopsies. We're trying our best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you think gentle parenting is always emotional regulated parenting?
Mm. That's a good question. I don't know. Always emotionally regulated parenting. I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Hmm.
Because I don't think there's always an emotional spiral that's happening. I
No,
think
yeah.
that kids are always, it's interesting because my partner and I were talking the other evening and we're talking about, just doing a check in, seeing how everyone's doing and, how we could better support like my stepson.
Mhm.
And we're talking about like how he's a good kid, honestly. Like he's such a good kid. We really
Yeah.
have not much to complain about.
Mhm.
And just about how that not act of defiance, but that boundary testing and
Mm.
how that actually in reality never goes away. It just gradually looks different from when they're a baby to whenever they're living on their own sort of thing.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
think it like will just gradually look different.
Yeah.
And like today, it might just be telling them not to jump up on the countertops 15 times a day, you know? Like, just stop doing that.
Yeah.
To in the future, it could be them, I don't know, sneaking alcohol or something like that. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
it just gradually looks different
Yeah, it
depending
just
on what
looks
age
different,
they're
yeah.
at. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that it's not always like emotional regulating, but like as you had already said too about creating a safe space where they don't want to lie to you
Yeah.
and they don't want to do things out of secret
Yeah.
or in secret, I should say. But it's hard to remain cool, calm, and collected when you're like, I've told you this many times, and yet,
I
yet here I hear you jumping on the
Yeah.
countertops.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Hmm.
How do we stop that?
How
Interesting.
do
So
we?
I I don't know.
Mm.
I don't know. Because it's like one of those things of like, is this the hill I'm gonna die on?
Yeah, for sure,
You
you gotta
know?
pick your battles.
Yeah, yeah, and I ask myself that question a lot. Is this the hill I'm going to die on? And some days
Yep.
it's a hard yes.
Yeah. You're like, "Today it is the hill
Today
I
it
will
is.
die on."
Today I will persevere. But I think where I was going with that is even though there might not be an emotional breakdown or an emotional outburst, it's teaching them that there are consequences in life.
Yeah,
And
it's true.
consequences aren't always negative. Like there's positive consequences. So it's just about
Mm.
teaching like every choice or decision that you make has a consequence,
Yeah.
whether that's negative or positive. So
Yeah.
pick your lane sort of thing,
Pick your lane.
I don't know. It's a hard one to teach.
Yeah,
So,
it is.
yeah,
Mm.
consequences. Are you like what do the consequences look like in your household? You're like, what
Hmm.
consequences? No.
Mm. We don't have consequences here.
Yeah.
Normally, it's to do with the iPad.
Mm,
I'm like, "You have now lost iPad time because
Yeah.
iPad time is coveted in this household,
Yes.
and it's one of my only powers.
Okay. There you go.
Um, but I mean, sometimes there's just like if I've tried talking with her and she's still not being unreasonable, I'm like, you need to maybe have some alone time in your room right now. Like,
Mhm.
we just all need some space.
Yeah. And I think
And
it's
then,
important to teach them
yeah,
to try and identify that
she'll have
for
to go sit in her room,
themselves.
like,
Yeah.
figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I mean, at this age, it's kind of hard to, like, the consequence options I feel are not super big. What
Right.
consequences do you have?
Um, it's mainly of not allowing, like, of not restricting, but just saying, well, you want to go do this thing. And the way that you're
Mm,
behaving, that's not going to happen.
mm,
You know what I mean? So,
yeah,
or it's also like, some sort of device time as well.
yeah, yeah,
And, thankfully we don't have to lean that hard on it because like it's never anything that's like really bad. So I'm very grateful in that
yeah.
sense where it's nothing that where we have to like lay the hammer down. Like he's
I
just
feel
not
the
that kind of
same,
guy.
yeah. Yeah, I'm like,
you know? So I'm grateful for that. But, when he was younger and you know, learning boundaries of and how we treat our stuff and like his toys. He would, if he's feeling a little defiant, he might have thrown a toy. And it's like, okay, if you continue to throw the toy, then you're going to lose the toy. It's very
mm,
simple.
mhm.
And, we stayed true and held to that boundary. So I think it's important that whatever boundary you're holding, you have to follow through.
Yeah, otherwise you're showing them that they can
But
do whatever.
like yeah, they can
There's
do
no
whatever they want
consequences.
and
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
They might get
yeah,
yelled at or whatever, but the follow through's
follow
not
through.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
So
important.
it's so important.
Mhm,
And I think that's like one thing too that I've learned in the parental role of make
mhm.
sure that if I'm giving a consequence, that I'm able to follow through on it. So nothing big of
Yeah.
like, you're not going to be able to play
Yeah.
with any of your toys anymore. Like,
Yeah.
that's not
The dramatic
realistic.
ones that, like,
Yeah.
you can't follow through on.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's another one I've, like, heard of too, of, like, people who threaten to leave their kids somewhere.
Oh,
Like, "Oh, I'm gonna leave you here," or whatever, or
I don't
"You're
like
not
that.
coming then." Like, that's not realistic.
No.
And it's like, are you really gonna leave them there? And if not, like, why are you threatening that? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't like fear-based parenting.
Yeah, so it's gotta be, like, something yeah, I don't like it either.
Like I don't think that's how you get respect from your kids.
Yeah.
I don't think
Just
that's how you
keeping
get
them in
them
fear
to,
all
yeah,
the time.
yeah. Like I don't want my stepson to ever be afraid of me because that's when he's
Yeah,
going to start lying to me and hiding things from me.
exactly, exactly.
And I don't ever want that to happen.
Mhm, I agree.
And, yeah, there has been, we're coming clean here. There has been a time where at the beginning of this year, we were having a trickier start to the school year.
Mhm.
And he was losing clothing at school, like jackets and
Oh,
whatever.
I feel that. Mhm.
And I and this has never happened before. Like he's never had an issue with this before. And I
Mm.
was having a hard time, I was having a hard time accepting that this was the reality that he was coming home without jackets and
Y
stuff.
yeah,
Um So I tried, okay, I understand, like the very gentle approach. What are some tools that we can do so you remember?
yeah.
What are some like scenario playing, like working through the scenarios with him? I literally honestly tried everything and it wasn't
Mhm,
working.
mhm.
And then there was one day where he came, this was the time where I had to like excuse myself and be like, I cannot. You don't have
I'm out.
like I have to go upstairs and just have my feelings because I don't feel okay right now. And
Yeah.
it may have been a bit of an outrageous response when I look back on it, but in that moment, it was just all consuming. So I think at that point, I had instilled a little bit of fear into him about like, he better remember his stuff. Otherwise, I'm
Right.
going to be really upset.
Right.
So we've had to work through that
Yeah.
aftermath of like, he thankfully was very, he felt comfortable enough after the fact to say, I'm scared to tell you if I left something at school because I don't want you to be upset. I'm like, oh, whoopsies. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry.
That's fair.
You know, so we've had to like work through that. And, you know, I had to tell him, I'm going to have my reaction, but that's not a you thing. Like, that's a me thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, like, I will get over it and, like, just reinstill that he's not a bad kid and all
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
So it's hard being a human
It is.
while trying to raise a human.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It really is.
it really is.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah. Do you experience any guilt when you don't show up as as what you perceive as an ideal parent?
Oh, 1,000%. I
Yeah.
feel guilty all the time.
Oh no. Oh no.
I mean, it just is what it is. And I think it's
Yeah.
hard too when you only have your child like half the time
Yeah.
and you feel like, oh, I can't even like, I don't know, be the ideal mom for half the time, you know? But I am
Yeah.
only human. So I got to give myself some grace, but
Definitely.
it's hard.
It's hard. Yeah. Is there any like tips or tricks on like how to, excuse me, how to work through the guilt or how do you like release yourself of it?
It's a great question. I think I just like try to do better. And that's how I feel less guilty. I'm like, okay, we like are gonna learn from this situation, so it's not for nothing. And we'll
Mm-hmm.
do better moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. Do you
Like
form
that
like
positive
little
spin.
strategies with yourself on how to move forward and how to do better?
Yeah, I think so. And just like
Yeah.
making sure I'm being like super self-aware
Mm,
in the moment of like
yes.
taking my time to respond and like think about it. Like I don't have to respond immediately, which is
Yeah.
I'm a very need need jerk knee jerk reaction person. Is that what it's called?
Okay. Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
That's a
that's very
thing.
much me. Yeah, that's me.
That's you. Okay.
um, so yeah, just like taking that like you said, like a breath, like taking that moment and then responding,
Right.
you know?
Yes. That takes a lot of self-awareness and personal accountability.
Yeah.
So, like, good for
I
you
try.
for
I try.
recognizing that that needs to happen.
Yeah, it needs
Because
to
you've
happen.
also, yeah, but you've also mentioned like how your partner helps keep you accountable. But
Yes, he
the
also
fact that,
does.
yeah, but the fact that you're also able to do that for yourself,
Yes.
I think is
That
huge.
that was a learned skill.
Yes.
Did not
And a
come
practiced
naturally.
one too, right?
Yes.
Because I think
Yes.
like the pride and the ego gets in the
Mhm.
way. And then when you have
For
to like
sure.
come down to it and just be like, actually, I kind of
Actually,
sucked in that moment.
yes. That was not
Shoot.
great.
Yeah. Guess I'm going on my apology tour.
Yeah. The good old apology tour, round 257.
Not bad, not
Oh.
bad.
Oh, it's hard.
Yeah, it is hard. Is there any advice that you received from people that you were like, that was really good advice? Like, no, everybody has failed me.
I feel like you've given me some really good advice
Oh,
over the years. I feel
yay.
like that's where I've gotten a lot of my good advice
Oh,
on parenting for
wow.
sure.
Wow. Okay.
Um, yeah, you're the first person that comes to mind. But other than that,
Oh,
like
thanks.
my partner's also had some good advice because I feel like when we like first got together and he found out, well, he knew I had a child.
He's
He
like,
found out I had a child.
this
Surprise!
whole
No,
time.
but like we started dating. He was very like focused on wanting to be, like, a good support system
Yeah.
and, like, a good bonus person to, like,
Mhm.
help influence and, like, raise this child, so
Yeah.
he's also had some good advice along the way.
Awesome.
Um, and we were raised in, like, very similar ways, so it's
Mm.
interesting how we both, like, look at parenting our own styles,
Yeah.
which are still very different from each other, but we find,
Mhm.
like, a good balance.
That's good. They're, like, complementary then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's good.
In the end, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but yeah. Yeah.
Hmm, cool. Interesting. Some advice that wasn't, like, given to me directly, but I heard that I try to share with
Mm.
people because I think it's puts it into such a different perspective than how adults normally think, is
Mhm.
that when a child is having a bad day or a big reaction to something, no matter what their age, that in that moment, that is detrimental to their experience in that moment. So if they're
Mm.
having like somebody at school called them a name or somebody wouldn't share with them or if you have older kids and they experience their first breakup
Yep.
and we can kind of sit back and roll our eyes and be like, oh, it's not that bad. But because of our
Yeah.
life experience, we know in the grand scheme of things, it's really not that bad. But
Yeah.
we've
But at
had
the time.
years, yeah,
Mhm.
we've had years and years and years of understanding that that's not bad. But
Yeah.
with their life experience, it is that bad.
Yeah. Like, not
So
validating their feelings at the time.
exactly, and or just telling them, "Oh, just get over it." Like that could be so
Yeah.
detrimental to like
Yes.
how they're feeling and not validating it for them.
Yeah.
So I
I
think
agree.
for me hearing that and kind of taking that in and just be like, okay, so this is how I'm going to change my reactions because I'm
Mhm.
pretty sure I was like, ah, just like that's not that bad. You're fine.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
maybe they're not fine.
Yeah.
So
That's good advice.
because we both have single children,
Mm.
right? Like only children, I should say
Only
single
children
children.
single? They're not dating yet.
No, they're not.
They're both single.
They're both single. Only
Ah,
children. Do
yeah.
you often like go to your parents and say like, "How did you manage 3?"
Oh, yeah, I've said that before.
Yeah.
I'm like, "I don't know how you did it.
Yeah.
I could barely do one."
Yeah. And do they come hot in with any like sage advice? Or do they just act like very nonchalant about it?
Yeah, they're kinda nonchalant about it.
Yeah. I go to
Mm.
my dad, I'm like, "How did
Yeah,
you
how
do
did he do
this?"
it?
Like, there was 5 of us
Women.
and women, all women.
All women.
Like, I just don't understand. He's like, "I don't know. I just figured it out."
Mm.
Like,
Like,
"What?"
why are they so nonchalant about
I
it?
don't know. Like, "Tell
Oh,
us your
no.
secrets."
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, we would like to know actually how you did it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mm,
it's wild to me.
interesting.
Yes, and I even look at my sisters who have
Yeah, I was gonna say, I even look at my
multiples.
sister, and I'm like, "I don't know how you do it."
Yeah, it's just crazy. It's
Mm,
like it's almost another world, honestly.
it is.
Yeah.
It is. Like, breaking up fights? I don't gotta do that.
No. So when you think about who you are today and
Mm,
like being a mom and like working through your identity shifts of pre-mom versus now you're a mom,
yeah.
was there anything that you grieved about like your pre-parent self, or was there anything that you had to work through or anything of that sort that came up for
Mm.
you?
I think I wish I had appreciated sleep more.
Ah, yes. Yeah,
Ah,
that's
you know,
fair.
you take it for granted.
Yeah.
But, actually, for real though,
Hmm.
um, I don't know. I don't know if there's anything, like, I grieve. about, like, before I became a mom.
Mhm.
I think I had, like, a good amount of time. I think I wish I'd, like, been maybe better prepared
Mm.
and, like, had more knowledge of, like, the
Mhm.
post-birth kind of time period and, like, what that might be like, and maybe, like, wish I'd reached out for more, like, support in that area, but I don't think there's, like, anything specifically for your post that I grieve or, like, miss.
Right. Because I guess it's, like, safe to say, like, you're very much out of the baby stage
Yes.
now, right?
Very much out.
And that as your child ages and becomes more independent,
Mm,
it kind of opens the doors a little bit more to having more time for yourself. You're able to do
this is
more
true,
stuff
yeah.
that you wanna do. Also
Mhm.
having, like, that, um, co-parenting relationship with your ex, like, you know, your daughter's not with you all the time,
Yeah,
which sucks. Like, it
it does
always
suck.
sucks, right? But
Yeah.
then it also it's kind of like a double-edged sword, you know,
Yeah,
of you don't have her all the time, which allows you time to do other things,
that's true.
and you don't have to do the extra steps of, like, finding childcare and,
Yeah,
you know,
for
doing all of that
sure.
coordinating.
Yes. A lot of
So,
coordination.
yeah, like, it's
Yeah, that's true.
tricky,
Mhm.
right? It's interesting because I, like, reflect I'm, as we all know, a deep reflector, and,
Yes.
when I became a step-parent, I had also moved across country and
Mm.
had a lot of change in a very short
Mhm.
period of time, which is kind of how I roll with my
Yeah.
life in all
Like, let's just
all
do it all at
aspects.
once.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
just rip that Band-Aid off. We don't know how
Mhm.
to, or I don't know how to do it in moderation. So,
Yeah.
I think for me, it was a lot of new things all happening at once that I was navigating, and I didn't have my usual support system nearby,
Yeah.
like, as I was used to. Like, my partner was an amazing support system, but,
Yeah.
like, in terms of, like, my sisters and my friends and, like, the
Yep.
women in my life
Yep.
were further away. So, it's I think it was I don't know if I had any, like, grief of, like, a parent self, because I always knew I was gonna be a parent
Yeah.
at some point in my life. I just didn't really
Just know how.
how. Yeah, and it's like, as, you get older, your ideas start to change and,
Yeah.
like, real life starts to happen, and then you're like, "Oh, okay. This is it.
It's
This is
happened.
how I'm gonna do it."
Yeah.
Great. So I think there was probably definitely a grief period with that aspect of that idea of how I became a parent,
Yeah.
not through the traditional sense of, like, giving birth and all that
Mhm.
stuff, but,
Mm.
yeah, it was I still, like, wouldn't change anything,
Yeah.
honestly. Yeah, yeah, but it's it's definitely a wilder ride than I had ever anticipated, like,
Mhm.
honestly. Even being in the parental role as I am,
Mhm.
um, it's, yeah, a lot of a wilder ride, and, like, there's definitely that guilt factor of wanting some independence and, like, time for me and, you
Yeah.
know, taking time for me
I
is
don't
hard.
think that's bad though, because I think it's like it shows it gives them a good example,
Mm.
you
Yeah.
know, of like, hey, if I take this time for me, I'm gonna be able to show up better for you.
Yes,
And
exactly.
like then they'll learn that for themselves, you know?
Yeah. Like, I've committed to, this year having 30 minutes for me just to exercise.
Just not a lot of time.
It's not a lot of time. And there was a moment the other day where, my stepson was in the same room that I was exercising in, and he goes, "I think it's probably, like, time we make dinner now." And I'm like,
Oh, do you?
I'm like, "Okay, cool." Like, I'm literally in the middle of, like, huffing and puffing my way through my workout. And I
Yeah.
just said, you know, I only require 30 minutes and I deserve 30 minutes to
Mhm.
complete what I'm doing. Like, I
Yeah.
for surezies will make dinner after.
For suresies I will.
For suresies I will. You will not
Uh,
starve.
yeah.
But I'm going to finish what I'm doing right now. And he's like, you know what? You do deserve 30 minutes. I'm like,
Oh, what a sweetie.
yeah, like, okay, great. Like, I'm glad that this
I'm
is,
glad we've agreed.
yeah, I'm glad we're all on the same page.
Uh,
But I think, like you said, it's important to demonstrate that to them
yeah.
and to like stay true to your own word to yourself.
Mhm.
Because they're
1000%.
always watching and observing.
They are.
And their
It's
minds are
creepy
like,
sometimes.
yeah, their minds are like sponges.
They are. They're just soaking up everything.
They are. And then they repeat it to you
It's
at like the
dangerous.
least expected time. You're like,
Yeah.
where did you hear that from? How did you know
What?
this information?
Oh,
Yeah.
kids.
It's I know I keep saying this. It's wild. But it is. But that invisible mental load too.
Mhm.
Let's talk about that.
Yes.
Yes.
Invisible mental load.
How do
Like
you
the like the
how do you
constant
manage that?
checklist of like,
Yeah.
gotta do this, gotta do that, gotta be here,
Yeah.
gotta have this ready.
Yes. You have to wear this color shirt on this day.
Oh my gosh, if I did not have my calendar on my phone,
Yeah.
I would be a mess. I literally
Yeah.
put everything in there. Like
Same.
last Friday was like pink, purple, red shirt day.
Yeah.
I'm
Mhm.
like, in the phone it goes. And then the alarms, like the reminders go off in the morning. So I like don't
Yeah.
forget. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to keep track of it all.
No.
No.
No. And I think there's definitely like finding your footing and like, you know,
Yeah.
figuring out
Okay.
things like systems that work for
Yeah.
you.
That's very
I
much how I do it.
remember, yeah,
Like I need
same.
this in place to keep my
Yeah.
sanity.
Yes. Like I remember Valentine's Day 3 years ago. It was
Mm.
like February 13th, and I'm at the
Yes.
kitchen table like making
I've
cards.
made that mistake too, and I've learned from it. This
Yeah.
year I like pre-ordered them a month ahead, had them
Yes.
like downstairs like a sticky note, like
Yeah.
Valentine's Day cards. Set a
Yes.
reminder in my phone to like bring them
Yeah.
out when she came
Yeah.
back to like do them ahead of time. So I'm
Mhm.
like, we're not repeating this mistake again.
No. Oh
But you
man.
learn. You learn
You
from
do
it.
learn. Exactly. Or I've been like stuck in a situation where I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like red shirt day, and I send him to school in a red shirt, and in fact was
It
not
was
red shirt
not.
day.
It was not red shirt day.
So my bad. It's
Yeah. It's the worst.
it is the worst.
Like you forget a day. I know one time I forgot like pajama day and she was so mad at me. And I was like, I'm so sorry. Like you missed out on wearing your
Yeah.
pajamas to school. I felt so bad.
Yeah, because you never want them to be left out.
No, you don't. But like we make mistakes too.
We do. Yes. I've also started, now that he's a bit older, um, of including him a little bit on that mental load. So like there was a day where,
It's a good idea.
it's like blue shirt day, and of course he's growing like a weed and doesn't have a blue shirt that fits. And it's
Mm.
like, okay, well, what do we do here?
What do
Or
we
no.
do?
Yeah, like, or we're in the car and that's what it was. Sorry. That was a lie. I just
That
said.
was a lie.
But it was blue shirt day. We forgot it was blue shirt day. We're in the car on the way to school.
Right.
It's too late to turn back.
Mm.
So what are we going to do? And there was that whole of like, you forgot, blah, blah, blah. I'm like,
Right.
you know what? I did forget. But you also forgot.
You also forgot too, sir.
So we're sharing this blame.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not taking all of this guilt. So
Mm-hmm.
we together problem solved, and there, was a store on the way that was open that we could literally like run in and out, like
Mm-hmm.
2 minutes tops, changing in the car, ripping tags off, like whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
You will have that blue shirt. We'll do it together and drop off, like, tuck and roll out of the car so he's there on time.
luck. At
Enjoy
least you
your
got
blue
your blue
shirt.
shirt.
Yeah. But it's like
Yeah.
that sort of thing as they get older. I don't think that mental load should sit solely on the
That's
parents.
true. That's very true. They do need to share the responsibility.
Yeah, like an age
Age appropriate.
appropriate,
Yeah.
yeah, responsibility.
Yeah.
But and I even think like that age appropriateness is pretty important of what you share with them.
Mm,
Like how we manage like finances
right?
and why can't we eat out every single day of the week and
Yep.
why can't we go to the movies every single weekend and why can't we buy a new toy every time we go to the store, like those types of things,
Yeah.
so that they understand that like you know we've got to work
Totally.
for our money and,
The value of the dollar.
yes, and spending it wisely and all that
Mm,
sort of thing.
yep.
And I'm trying to think if I knew about that sort of thing growing up, like I don't, maybe it was explained to me. I just don't really have a recollection of it.
Mm, I would definitely remember that. My parents were very like talking about like teaching us how to like save and like
That's
the
good.
value of a dollar and like we had to buy starting at a certain age all our own things like if we
Oh,
wanted them. So we had to
oh,
find a way to earn money,
oh.
you know?
Or is that something you're gonna do with your daughter?
I haven't decided yet.
Hmm.
I definitely want to teach her about like money and like I did start a while ago like the chore
Mm-hmm.
thing, but I feel like I maybe started it too early and she wasn't like as into it. But now that she's a bit older, I feel like she'll be able to like understand and grasp the concept more and
Yeah.
like be wanting to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But like the chore allowance thing, I think is something I'll implement.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I definitely like gained some value from that growing up.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like it wasn't until I was a teenager where I was more, it was not expected, but excuse me, like if I wanted anything above an extra,
Yep.
then I had to find a way to pay for it
Yeah.
and make money. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. I feel like my parents had like a budget and we had like
Hmm.
allowances for certain things.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, if you want like clothes, this is like your clothing allowance.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like
We had that
whatever it
too.
is, like that's the cap.
Yeah.
Above and beyond is like your
That's all
thing.
you. Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
Interesting. I didn't really put much thought into that. Now I
Yeah, we're
feel
like,
like I
we
need to
gotta get
think about
on
it more.
this.
Oh my gosh. I
I
guess we're
mean,
heading into that
we're
age.
heading into it, but
Yeah.
yeah.
It's interesting. It's interesting, like, when I don't know how many people really sit there and think about it, but I do. I do. Just sit there and think about, like, the magnitude of, like, raising a child to be a good, decent human being and being kind and empathetic and,
Mhm.
supporting them to, like, with their school stuff and making sure that they feel loved and brave and intelligent and all of the
Yeah.
things. It's a lot.
No pressure.
No pressure. But I think
Oh,
that, if you came to this episode hoping for some sort of revelation, maybe something's clicked. Maybe you heard something
maybe.
where you thought, yeah, me too, or heard something new that you could think on. Um, I just want to end it with some sort of like grandiose thing, but I don't know what that would be. I think, I think for me, what it would be is to always work on you as a person.
Mm,
Work on your self-awareness, work on your emotional intelligence, and always be curious about who your child is.
yes. Yeah.
Like, never stop being curious because kids love to be known.
It's true.
And I don't think that's a generalization. Like, I think most kids want to be known and seen and
Yeah.
heard and loved and all the things, right? So, yeah, I think it all starts with you as they look to us in their
Yeah.
younger developmental years, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's like such a huge thing of like the hard work with ourselves never stops.
Mhm.
And I think if you're demonstrating that to them, then that will also filter down onto them as well.
Yeah.
So I think what it would be then is be curious about yourself and be curious about them.
Great advice.
Aha. Mm.
Haha.
I did it.
You got it.
um,
I love it.
anything that like bubbles up for you that you want to share
I
with
think
the
just like being an example for them,
mm, yeah.
you know? And just like you said, like making sure they feel like safe and understood
Mhm.
and that they can trust you,
Yeah.
you know? And just being like, "Hey, I'm not perfect. You're not perfect either, but like we're going to do this together." You know?
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Creating that safe space, I think, is
Yes.
so important.
I think so as well.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Mm, awesome. Well, I think this is a good place to end it. I'm feeling pretty
I
good about
think so.
it.
I think it is.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for tuning in on this two-parter. I think that
Yes.
concludes part 2. And we so appreciate your viewership and your time. And on whichever platform you are listening and or watching on, if you could just hit that like and subscribe button, that would be great. And again, thank you for spending this time with us and unpacking this huge topic of parenting. And I'm sure we could have like continued
Part
on.
3.
Yeah, maybe there will be a part 3 in the future
Down the
of
road.
what we've discovered.
Mhm.
But wherever you are at in your parenting journey, just continue to be curious.
Yeah.
Yeah, and creating that safe space for those sweet little souls and hearts.
Mhm.
Anyways, we love you,
We miss you.
and we look forward to talking to you soon. All right, everybody. Bye.